guys, it's Joanie from simplelivingmama.com, where we help moms simplify life, home, and homeschool. And today I am here talking to you guys about nature study supplies as well as nature journals. So if you've been following along on my blog, I am doing a 10-day series all about nature study. So as of today, I have 6 posts published with ways that we do nature study, lots of resources, links to different curricula you can use if you want to go that route. So we're having lots of fun talking about nature study. The last video I did was about books we use for nature study. So I'm hopping on here today. I'm not able to do 10 videos in a row for each post, but I'm kind of combining a few of the posts to do videos. And that's why I want to share about our nature journals and nature study supplies here today. Also, I'd love if you pop over to Instagram and follow me, because I am sharing all about our homeschool days over there. I share what we're doing every single day that we do homeschool. I share a little sneak peek into what's going on with our large family homeschool, how I do stuff with the preschoolers and all of that. So don't forget to follow me over there on Instagram if you'd like to keep up with all of that information. So today I'm going to show you guys our nature bag. I don't have everything in it right now because my kids like to get in it and take stuff out and use it, because we're always doing nature study in our backyard. I have one child in particular who absolutely loves nature, and he's always catching different bugs and lizards and stuff like that. So he's always in the nature bag. I also didn't assemble a nature backpack that we would take if we were going on a hike or something like that, but I'll tell you what I would put in my bag if we were going to go out and do a hike or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so this is our official nature bag. It's just a medic bag that I got on Amazon. It's mostly for my child who loves nature, but we all use it. This is where we try to corral all of our nature study supplies. It's just a basic bag. I will have a link to my Amazon store where I have all of this stuff as well. So let's take a look. Now, he likes to keep his Bible in here. Not really sure exactly why, but he has the NIV Adventure Bible, and he just likes to keep that in the bag. So that's the main thing that he's got taking up space in here. These are the binoculars that the kids use. I got these on Amazon. They're actually really good quality. They were only like $25, I think, and they work pretty well just for some backyard bird watching. Now, I mean, you're not going to go out on the trail and spot a bird far off, but just for backyard bird watching, these work great for us. So we always have some binoculars on hand. Let's see what else is down in the bag. Here's a magnifying glass. Now, I have used all kinds of magnifying glasses. One's from the Dollar Tree. This came out of a kit, a science kit that one of my older kids had. You know, just a basic magnifying glass. It doesn't have to be something super expensive. Just something that the kids can use to get an up-close look at bugs or flowers. So, a magnifying glass. And then there's only a couple more things in the bag. This both of these things came in a nature kit that I bought from Amazon. It also included a net, which we do have the net. The kids use it to catch butterflies. It included some little tweezers, which is great for picking up small things. This is a neat little bug catcher. And then it came with 2 different containers. They both have magnifiers on them. So this is a little magnifying glass, and my kids are rough on stuff, so it is cracked, but it's just a little container that you can put a small bug. And then the other one was a little bit larger. So they had all of that stuff. And we also have a Melissa and Doug bug catcher that's quite a bit bigger. You'll be able to see it in the blog post. I may insert a picture here as well. And that's what we mainly use to keep bugs or lizards whatever it is that they are catching. Now, what is in our backpack when we go hiking? So we always keep a water bottle, and I do have my water bottle. I love this thing. It's Fit by Swell. I love these water bottles because they keep the water nice and cold. So, and they don't have straws or anything that you have to worry about. So we have water bottles. We bring along bug repellent. I'm a big fan of Rocky Mountain Oil's Bug Away. It's their kids line, so you can use it on kids, no problem. It's a little roll-on, and I just roll it behind their ears and by their ankles, and it works pretty well for everything except gnats. The last time we went camping, I could not keep the gnats away. So we also bring sunscreen, snacks, of course. There's all kinds of healthy things you can bring on the trail mix, beef jerky, granola bars, stuff like that. And I can't think of anything else that we bring right off the top of my head. Oh, field guides. So I don't have any official field guides, but I do use some apps on my phone. There's an Audubon app. It's free, excellent for birds. And then there's an app called Picture This that's also free. You just take a picture of a plant and it identifies it for you, and it's pretty awesome. So that is what we take along with us when we go out. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about nature journaling. So first of all, these are pretty old, but I went to a workshop with some local homeschool moms, and I found these Nature Friend magazines, and my kids love them. So I'm thinking about getting them a subscription, because she let me have some of these, and I'm thinking about doing a subscription for the kids so they can get a new magazine every month. I think that would be so fun. Look, it even has some drawing instructions attached to it. I need to find it again. But you can draw a white-breasted nuthatch. How awesome is that? And then here's this one. So these were the older ones, but they're still making them, I believe. So that's really cool. These Nature Friend magazines. Look, you can draw a moose. So apparently it has a drawing. So that was from the month before. Drawing instructions, a little drawing lesson. That is awesome. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how we did nature journals this year. I've been getting a lot of questions about this. I don't even know if Wild and Free is still selling this book, but it is a very inspirational, nice book full of pictures, beautiful pictures, ideas for supplies, how other moms do nature journaling, nature study. This mom is a much better artist than I am, which is totally fine. But yeah, I really love this, and it does have a few lessons as well. I think I passed one, how to draw peas or something like that. Anyway, yeah, this came from the Wild and Free website. So, love that for inspiration for nature journaling. So how do we do nature journaling? You guys, there's a ton. I'll put the camera back on myself since I am just chatting right now. So there are a ton of resources for nature journaling out there. There are guided nature journals, like the ones from The Good and the Beautiful, as well as Simply Charlotte Mason. There are printable nature journals. I have a couple listed on my blog post that goes along with this video. You can print them out and assemble your own nature journals. I have actually turned making a nature journal into craft with my kids before, with a brown paper bag and regular sheets of paper. I'll have the link to that tutorial if you're interested in it as well. What did I do this year? So I started my own nature journal just with a plain sketchbook from Walmart. When I started, I really wasn't interested in doing watercolor because it intimidated me. I just wanted to draw and use colored pencils. I did buy myself Prismacolor colored pencils. I don't let the kids take off with those like their regular old Crayola colored pencils because they would be gone. But that's how I started. I started for myself with a sketchbook, a little sketch diary from Walmart, and a pencil and some colored pencils and my nature anatomy book. And then every time we would go out, not necessarily every time because I do get busy, but a lot of times when we would go out on a nature hike or something, I would come back, I would look up whatever interesting thing that we found, and then I would attempt to draw it and write a little bit about it. Now I am dabbling in watercolor now. The plain sketch paper, I'll show you what happens if you try to do watercolor with that, it bubbles up. So if you are planning to do watercolor, you want to look into getting watercolor book or a mixed media book to keep your paper from bubbling up. If that doesn't bother you, then use the regular paper. It doesn't, you know, it's up to you. It's your preference. My kids did not keep a nature journal like that this year. Instead, what we did was notebooking. And that is mainly because we took a lot of time on the Good and the Beautiful arthropods unit and just really dove down into learning all about insects and crustaceans and arachnids. We did a lot of observation in our own backyard. We kept caterpillars in our house, and I just made several different notebooking pages to go along with those lessons. And then of course whatever was with the curriculum, and the kids just put those in their science journals. So there was no specific nature journal going on this year for the kids. I felt like this was kind of like a trial year because of course I have tried to do nature journaling with them in the past, and they were really too young to understand or to care too much about it. So I thought, let me take this year, get acquainted with nature journaling myself and just do it for myself. Let the kids see me doing it for myself. And then we'll just stick with our notebooking with our science units. And that's what we'll do. So what I'm planning on doing next year is getting each of my older kids a book, just a plain book. It's probably going to be mixed media because we are using watercolors now. And, you know, having them do this activity with me after we go out and we find something, we'll come back and we'll draw it and watercolor it and then write a little bit about it. And that will be it. That's all I'm planning to do. As far as nature study goes, I'm not trying to follow a set curriculum. Now, we do have nature study cards that come with our homeschool morning time stuff through the homeschool garden. So we'll talk about that. We may or may not journal it. Just depends on how we feel. And I do use nature anatomy a lot. And I think I may use it a little bit as a guide for us whenever we do go out on a nature hike or whatever. But it's not going to be anything super formal. So that's my plan. Those are the supplies that we use, and how we're planning on doing nature journaling next year, how we did it this year. Very informal, very fun. That's what I want this to be, an enjoyable experience for the kids. I don't want it to be something that they look back on and they're like, Mom made us do this. You know, I want it to be something that they enjoy. So with that said, I am planning on doing another video later on, taking you guys along with us on a nature hike. That should be a lot of fun. I would love it if you'd subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up on this video. That helps us out a ton. Check out any of the links that I have down below if they're of interest to you. Share this video with other homeschool moms if you think it would help them. And yeah, happy homeschooling, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.